Welcome to the He's Got Issues Independent Comics Edition number 184.3. I'm John Cooney here to preview new independent comics being released July 29, 2015, beginning alphabetically with Boom Studios and Deep State number 8. Trapped deep underground where the government has been keeping a secret since the Cold War era, Branch and Harrow will have no choice but to confront the reason that unknowingly brought them together. Neither of them are who they say they are. Next we have Escape from New York number 8. Snake's adventure in Siberia comes to a dramatic conclusion as he takes on the strange masked figure from his past. We've also got Hacktivist Volume 2 number 1 of 6. It's been 6 months since Tunis. Nate Graff's life was turned upside down and his best friend Ed Hickox died, but he's since pulled things together and is now in charge of Vigil, the front line of America's ongoing cyber operations. Just when things are starting to gain some semblance of control, your life, the government, and Nate come under attack by a new breed of hacker who call themselves Save Yourself. Using Nate and Ed's former handle, they want to know the truth of what happened in Tunis, and they're calling for blood. Nate's blood. Next we have Help Us Great Warrior number 6 of 6. Great Warrior's good standing among her peers is on shaky ground after a devastating secret about her and the villagers she protects gets out. We've also got Hit 1957 number 4 of 4. Final issue. After the shocking events of issue 3, Slater unleashes his full fury on Domino's gang with the help of Terry Riggs. In LA, Sticky confronts the Hollywood hacker on his own and faces a moral dilemma. How far will he go in the name of the Hit Squad? And we have Munchkin number 7, Spike and Flower up to more shenanigans and a dungeon adventure. An exclusive Munchkin game card is included in every first printing copy. From Dark Horse Comics, we've got Conan The Avenger number 16. A new arc of Conan the Avenger by Fred Van Lent begins. A mysterious oasis with a massive inland lighthouse beckons to Conan amidst the scorching sands. Answering a call for help, he offers assistance, only to realize too late that it's not what it seems. He's stumbled into a trap. Next we have Halo Escalation number 20, The Absolute Record, Part 2. Operation Athena is underway and there's no turning back. Will Commander Palmer's team survive the treacherous journey into an ancient vault of Forerunner secrets? The thrilling sequel to Halo 4 Spartan Ops continues from Duffy Bordeaux and Ian Richardson. We've also got Lobster Johnson, A Chain Forged in Life number 1 one-shot. Santa was taken hostage after witnessing a hostile robbery and a man's death. Hidden away in a mountain cabin, will the Lobster be able to find Santa and save Christmas? Next we have Mulan Revelations number 2 of 4. With her ancient ancestral power awakened, Mulan now enters a fierce struggle against the dark forces that wish to oppress her country's people. But in order to preserve a delicate cosmic balance, the omnipotent immortals may be forced to intercede. We've also got PastAways number 5. Phil and his new student experiment with a novel form of time travel. Art begins a dangerous relationship with the 2015 native, and the impossible occurs when one of the immortal Pastaways passes away. Next we have Resident Alien The Sam Hain Mystery number 3 of 3. Seeking the truth behind a decades-old murder in the seemingly sleepy town of Patience, Washington, the stranded alien known as Dr. Henry Vanderspiegel learns a few lessons in human nature and forgiveness. A unique science fiction murder mystery mashup by creators Peter Hogan and Steve Parkhouse. And we've got Tomb Raider number 18. After the events in the Mexican jungle, Lara finds herself back in London. However, the downtime doesn't sit well with Lara, and it's even worse for Sam. Much worse. Will they be able to overcome what haunts them? From Dynamite Entertainment, we have Jungle Girl Season 3 number 4 of 4. The God Mountain is almost gone, revealing the sleeping behemoth that, when awakened, will destroy the lost world and all its inhabitants. There's only one way to stop it, an ancient device hidden in a temple deep in the forest, although it is missing a vital part. When Jana and Tog locate the piece, it's up to them to get it to Jana's father at the temple. Can they do it in time? Can they save the world? And if so, what will it cost them? And we've got Red Sonja number 17. This intense issue finds the she-devil in the grip of an obsession for revenge that is so all-consuming she barely recognizes herself. What happens when the mightiest warrior finds the man who destroyed her life? Can even Red Sonja return from darkness this complete? Continuing the suspenseful forgiveness of monsters storyline, taking Sonja to places she has never ever been before. From IDW Publishing, we have Donald Duck number 3, The Siege of Nothing at All. When an island-dwelling mad scientist sinks his super weapons on Scrooge's money bin, it's up to Donald to take the bad guy down. Next we have Ghostbusters Get Real number 2 of 4. They're all real now. While the boys in gray meet the boys in brown, blue, green, and tan, Proteus hunts through the multiverse for his quarry and finds something extreme. Was that too subtle a hint? We've also got Jem And The Holograms number 5. A disaster at the Holograms' first live show nearly ends Jem's music career before it starts. Now Kimber learns who's behind the dangerous accident and she's out for revenge. Next we have Shrinking Man number 1 of 4. Richard Matheson's exploration of shrinking manhood is brought to vivid life in this comic book adaptation. Scott Carey, reducing 1/7 of an inch per day, faces tension, big and small, as his body continues to shrink away. We've also got Skylanders number 11. New characters, new elements. Skylanders, A Light in the Dark concludes as we build up to next issue's season finale. Next we have Thunder Agents 50th Anniversary Special, a half-century celebration of Brown & Wood's Thunder Agents, 64 pages of classic stories, rarely seen commissions, pin-ups, covers, and other rarities. We've also got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 48. The Turtles take the fight to Baxter Stockman as both Karai and Shredder plan their final moves. Next we have Transformers Combine Hunter Special number 1 one-shot, Combiner Wars Fallout, Because You Demanded It. Windblade and Chromia team up with RC to put an end to the menace of the Combiner Wars, but will they end each other first? We've also got Transformers More Than Meets the Eye number 43. 3 years into their quest, and the crew of the Lost Light are starting to think that the universe held no more nasty surprises, and then a planet started chasing them. Next we have Transformers vs. G.I. Joe number 8. In the interplanetary war between the Transformers and G.I. Joe, anything can happen, and does. We've also got Transformers Windblade number 5, Race Against the Light. On Velocitron, racing isn't a sport, it's a matter of life and death. Windblade and Blur put the pedal to the metal to save Cybertron and their own lives. Next we have Weird Love number 8, Warning, Clown Alert. This issue of the Guilty Pleasure Weird Love contains an especially creepy story of clown love and the story of the love she didn't want, and who would, plus more bizarre romance classics by the same people that bring you haunted horror. And we have X-Files Annual 2015. Each year on the anniversary of his sister's abduction, Mulder investigates the mysterious disappearance of a child in an effort to bring others peace. This year's search takes him to a high school reunion of a teen who disappeared in an abandoned house with friends who would go on to start their very own ghost hunting show. From Image Comics, we've got Casanova Acedia number 3. Something is trying to kill Casanova Quinn. Is it his monstrous boss with no memory of his past? The familiar cops from another life? Or something inconceivably evil just out of sight? Hint, yes. Next we have Copperhead number 9. What do you do when there are outlaws to round up and you've got no backup? You assemble a posse. We've also got God Hates Astronauts number 10. Please enjoy the unfathomable and bewildering conclusion to the Cosmic Apocalypse story arc. Next we have Invisible Republic number 5. First arc finale, A Leader Emerges. We've also got Lazarus number 18, Poison Part 2. Hawk forces have engaged Carlisle troops on the shores of Lake Superior, and to turn them back forever must take her place on the front, where the enemy is waiting for her. Next we have Low number 8. Stell Kane, still reeling from the loss of her children, travels through the nameless dark of the blackest oceans to rise to the surface and begin her journey to the deep space probe, which holds the key to mankind's salvation. But there's one last collision between her and the surface. Enter the Merpires. We've also got Manhattan Project's The Sun Beyond the Stars number 2, Singularity. A secret alien science experiment spins out of control, sucking Yuri and Leica up into a singularity of chaos, the likes of which no human or human dog person thing has ever seen. The greatest feel-good bad science book in the long history of man returns in the Manhattan Project's The Sun Beyond the Stars. Next we have Material number 3, Decisions. We've also got Mythic number 3, Mythic's Enemy is Revealed. Next we have Rasputin number 7, The Bad Monk lands on Ellis Island and America is changed forever. We've also got Sex Criminals number 11, New story, new arc, same old Matt and Chip. John and Susie have a gift. When they have sex, they stop time, and they're not alone. Get on board the book that's been called Hilarious and Arousing by Chip's mommy. Oh, and all these issues, they're all in sealed bags because 1,000 totally random blank covers have been customized by Matt and Chip. Will you be one of the lucky ones? 1,000. Will your copy be worth $1 million one day because it's one of a kind and unique? Probably not. Yes. No. Next, we have Southern Bastards number 10. On the eve of the most important game of the season, Esau Goings is having a hard time juggling his duties as enforcer of Coach Boss's criminal empire, as well as being an assistant coach for the Runnin' Rebs. Football or murder, blood's gonna get spilled either way. We've also got Spawn number 254. Reality has been undone and Spawn's job is to fix it, beginning with the repair of a historical tragedy that's been undone by cynical, self-interested forces. Spawn must journey to another time and place to battle angels and demons both and oversee the sinking of the unsinkable ship RMS Titanic, which now sits in dry dock in New York Harbor as a floating museum. Next, we have Thrilling Adventure Hour presents Sparks Nevada Marshall on Mars number 404. Based on the hit Nerdist podcast, somebody that Sparks didn't think was a threat is totally a humongous threat, like a big crazy cosmic level threat, and maybe Mars is gonna get all blown up. We've also got The Tide number 404. It all ends here in the finale of the first arc. And we have Wayward number 10. The second arc ends, the future revealed, welcome to the next level. Cover A is part 5 of a 5-part panorama by Steve Cummings and Tamara Bonvillain. Buy all 5 issues of the story arc to fit them together in a massive Wayward illustration. And from Valiant Entertainment, we have Ninjak number 5, The Final Secret of the Shadow 7 exposed. Ninjak's mission to destroy Weaponeer and its secret cabal of shinobi masters just got a bit more complicated since the newest leader of the Weaponeers is Ninjak himself. Meanwhile, Roku's gone missing, but we all know the world's deadliest woman is at her most dangerous when she's out of sight. Plus, Colin King's past comes back to haunt him in a big way as Ninjak The Lost Files reveals a deadly connection to Ninjak's present as Clayman returns with Matt Kent and Butch Goose. Okay, so that's it for some of the top independent publishers this week, but there's still plenty of other books out as well, so be sure to check out my YouTube channel at he'sgotissues.com to see both the Marvel and DC videos this week, as well as my usual roundup of all my favorites for the week with a little more depth and insight than you get here. And if you like these videos, be sure to let me know by leaving a comment and subscribing. You can also follow He's Got Issues on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Tumblr, and Instagram to see everything I'm reading as I read it. So until next week, I'm John Cooney, and I've got issues.